Hi there. I wanted to go through the colonial lectures with you. I separated these into three separate pages. You've got Jamestown, Virginia lecture, the Plymouth and Boston, Massachusetts lecture, and then the Restoration Colonies lecture. I could have put them all in one page, but I just thought it might be a little helpful if I kind of separated them for you in terms of working through the material. So the first lecture in order, I've got them in order, chronological order. My historian brain is thinking that way. So the first lecture is Jamestown. And this is the first permanent English colony. You're going to see it's a little tenuous there, that this is actually going to be permanent. It's not very clear that that's going to work initially. So your key terms here that you want to look for. First, we'll talk about how, just again, how kind of tenuous this is in terms of getting this colony established. They're hoping to find gold. They're not going to find gold, but they're going to find tobacco that's going to be their gold. And so the first term you have their headrights and the House of Burgesses. Those are incentives to get people to settle here. So we'll read over that material a little bit. And then Powhatan and Ope-Shekanau. Powhatan is both a person and also refers to the nation itself. So we'll talk about, with Powhatan, we'll talk about his interaction with John Smith. Powhatan the person, we'll talk about his interaction with John Smith. And then we'll get Pocahontas in there. We'll talk a little bit about her. She might sound familiar. And then Ope-Shekanau, we're going to see following those incentives of getting people to come here, the headrights and the House of Burgesses. You'll see how he fits into this story. And then we're going to see the labor system that is established in Jamestown, Virginia, is a system of indentured servants. And typically, when you think of labor systems in the South, you think of the enslavement of people. But we're going to see for like the first really 70 or so years of Virginia, I mean, within 40 years, we've established laws that have created servitude, enslavement, but it won't be entrenched until about 70 or so years. And so in this lecture, we're focusing on indentured servitude. And then in next week's lecture, we'll look at that shift from indentured servitude to enslavement. So we'll talk about that later. And then the last term we have there is tobacco brides. And that's because most of the people who settle in Jamestown are men. And so they need a solution to this if they want to keep men here. And that solution is going to be the tobacco bride. So that's your last term. All right. If you've got any questions, you can put those in the discussion board. Send me an email. Take care.